going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the...
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides the back on the option to give. Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it, they're on the run. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Dances away. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes the heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Gets it out fast.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Look at the quarterback.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
It's caught downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. He'll bow it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Avoids pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Line gets set. First down. To the air. It's Ncaa. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the ground, it's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
A first down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Rushes on him. Plucks it out of the air. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether we conserve him or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few edges, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Williams will pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Tate. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
And the Huskies are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He uncorks one deep. Holds it in on the left. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Washington sends out the punt team. Cradles it at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly complete.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He's... him up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 fourth-down attempts already. Can they change their luck? It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The catch in the middle, it's Peoples. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams looking for a man. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's caught. It's Tate. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And then you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Evans. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Washington sends out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. Makes the catch right at the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Makes the grab. It's Peoples. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job. Great job stripping the football, getting it out, and then understanding how I scoop it up, follow my blocks, stay on the near sideline, Palmer, and make something happen.
That's Armageddon for the opposing quarterback, because that's not a situation he's used to, right? Wait a minute, there's a fumble. Wait, you want me to tackle this guy? Now I never even practiced that, and I've got D-linemen and linebackers trying to pancake me into the ground? No, thank you.
And Washington is ready. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense has it with really good field position.
221 wing, 221 wing. Here we go.
Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Boston. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
On to kick it away.
Kick is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pass to Stiggs, and he may get more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Williams will pass. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Coleman. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Huskies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. On the run, it's Ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Running through contact. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Williams will pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They've got the screen set up. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need